Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to specials 1 and 2 for the second season of Uchuu Senkan Tiramisù. And yeah, I mean, not really much of a last time to do here because these usually take place somewhere middle of the season, you know, like I doubt it takes place after the final episode of the second season, but it might. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect at all, so there's not much I can say preview-wise, but we're doing the first two here. We'll do the second two in the next batch, and then we'll be done with it. Then we'll move on to the next boosted Patreon-powered reaction, which would be, I think, Daiji Tachi, like, yeah, the Problem Children anime. Like, that will be the next in that sort of slot, so, yeah, so... But that's a little bit of ways. We still gotta finish up this one. And specials are pretty special. So let's just see how special it is. 3, 2, 1, play. Sorry, I think I did a little bit faster than usual. But we do start off with our opening, as usual. Which I actually don't think I talked much about the opening before, but it's a good opening. I like it. It's got some pretty cool visuals. I have no real complaints about it. It's pretty short for as far as openings go, but that makes sense because it's a short form anime. Although there are anime that are even shorter than this, or of comparable length, with a standard length of opening, which is a horrible thing to do. Network Friends. Why did it say X number 4 when this is X number 1? Oh, it's probably continuing from season 1. No. I don't recognize this character very much. Okay, whatever, man. Right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Disrespect the laws and whatnot. Welcome to life. Is he trying to, like, pyramid scheme these people or cult them or something? This definitely comes across as a pyramid scheme introduction. Like, everything about it has that fair air to it. Yeah, this is very suspect. But where is it gonna go? That's what I'm curious about. It's pretty much got Subaru. Yeah, you could say that. But you have your cockpit, though. That makes it good. A little quirky. That's what makes him worthy to be a protagonist. I still don't quite get where this is going, though. And you know, unless they're trying to sell him something, but I haven't seen anything implying that just yet. Because he has all the bling and stuff, you know? Like, a lot of it, yeah, comes across as trying to get somebody into a pyramid scheme. That's really what it felt like. As opposed to NHK, yeah, okay. But yeah, the whole thing definitely looked really fake. Like the whole group discussion. Yep, this is totally a pyramid scheme. Like, I had no doubt in my mind anymore. Although there was very little doubt to begin with. It's because it's just, I'm fairly familiar with how it works, so. And it might even be a Welcome to the NHK reference. Because I had it too. I'm sure it's a wonderful product that people just fly off the shelves. And my life will be changed forever now. It's just supposed to be a comedy anime, but it's really sad to see somebody fall for this, so I can't laugh too much. I'll take your word for it, but I'm not gonna test it. He's just like the perfect target for this. You need to stop, Subaru. Well, coming a little bit strong there. Yeah. Again, I can't laugh too much, it's just sad. That's why you don't join this kind of thing. Look what it turns you into. Yep. Straight up admit, straight up, yeah, announcing it. Yeah. Ouch, okay. That's gotta hurt. I don't think, I don't know if that's true. Only real friends are the ones that will join when I tell them to. I mean, it really doesn't now that I think about it. Like, I think Vulgar's a close thing to a friend he's had. Yeah. Being Subaru is suffering. That's the real message of this episode. Man. Like I knew. And yeah, he becomes the Hikikomori, so now I'm definitely convinced this is a Welcome to the NHK reference. Yeah, I knew a Pyramid Scheme related episode would not have a happy ending. I just didn't realize how depressing it would end up being. He's like, yeah, tell your friends about this, get them involved. I don't have friends. It's like, just so sad. But yeah, that was the first special for this season, or the fourth special overall. And yeah, not much to say about this, really. I mean, it was a pyramid scheme. Like, very quickly, almost immediately, I think I picked up on the fact that this was a pyramid scheme. Because you can tell all the signs, like, right? The big sign was just the amount of bling on him. Very, like, even the way he has his shirt open, everything is very clear. Because whatever you're trying to push, pyramid scheme or whatever, you want to make sure the people that you're trying to push it to can see the potential wealth that they could obtain if only they join you. They can get a piece of what you have if only they do what you tell them. So usually it's either like gold and stuff bling on you, or it's a nice car that may or may not actually be rented, that you'll have near the meeting. So that's one thing. The first big thing here, and obviously the way he's speaking, you can kind of tell he's trying to push something, right? Like he's trying to convince them of something, either like a coup or something, but it probably wasn't that, really. So, yeah, I mentioned just hear me out, no pressure. Like a lot of the phrases he says are very indicative of that. I wouldn't tell this anyone about this. Immediately trying to make them feel special, like they really stumbled across something amazing that'll change their life that other people wish they could have stumbled upon, but you were lucky enough to one to do it, so you'll be the one that will be a huge success. Like, you just so many things you could pick up on here if you know what to look for sure. And I mean, the whole dying thing is a little bit unique to their situation, of course, like, because when you're a soldier, being alive tomorrow is not a guarantee, not at all. So, and then you start to see some of the actual audience participation. This is where I started to get really suspicious, right? Because, especially like the way he moved his arms, like at about 1 minute 40 seconds into the episode, when the guy says something about there was a way to resolve these money issues, wouldn't you be curious? You know, if we could just offer you the perfect solution to all of your life problems, wouldn't you be interested? You know, again, trying to bring that up, but that wasn't coming from the initial person giving the presentation. It was coming from somebody within it, and that's important because whenever you have these sort of pyramid scheme recruitment meeting things here, a lot of the time, most, if not everyone but one person, will already be a part of it. And they'll talk about things and applause and stuff like that, even though they're just like, they're all shills. They're all in on it. They're all there for the same goal. There's like usually one guy, maybe one or two. Like, it's definitely a huge minority. Everyone else is there to just go along and agree with whatever's said. Be like, yeah, this seems amazing. Like, only a fool would not take this opportunity, right? And guy next to me, like, yeah. Once more and more people in the group started to chime in and kind of echo his opinions, it became, yeah, pretty clear at that point what this was. And then Subaru, once they focused on Subaru, yeah, it became clear that he was the target of it. Because at first I wasn't sure if it was somebody in the group or if it was Subaru because he was so far away. But apparently they really counted on the fact that he would overhear them. Because, yeah, what he's saying is pretty juicy bait. So I guess they're pretty confident in their ability to get him to come over there. So, and then, yeah, they just start praising Subaru and all that. So, yeah, at this point I was 100% convinced Pyramid Scheme, like, there's basically no doubt in my mind at this point. And then, yeah, when they said they were all shills, I was not even remotely surprised, really. And then they have UHK, so at this point I was starting to think it was straight up a reference to Welcome to the NHK, because if you've not seen that anime, there's this one arc that's very much focused on, yeah, pyramid schemes and what they can do to you, and why you probably shouldn't join them. So, yeah, and that made it pretty clear, but then when it ended with him being Hikikomori, that added on to it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Welcome to the NHK reference, because UHK is obviously, you know, NHK just with a U. But so yeah, and then just he shows him all the cool products and stuff like that, and just suckers him in more and more, and then he just starts trying to shill it to his friends. And that's kind of one of the worst things about pyramid schemes, is they pretty much turn you against your friends if you have them. Bit of a prerequisite there, but because yeah, the more people you can get to sign up under you, the better for you. And a lot of times you'll have yourself convinced that you're doing these people a favor because, you know, you're in it, you're gonna find all this success if you work hard. So if they join in too, they'll find success as well. So you're not only helping yourself but them as well. You can very easily convince yourself of these things, but your friends will usually not see it that way. They will see it as you just being a mindless, horrible shill that's trying to ruin their lives, and it could have a pretty severe wound, rip on the relationship, and maybe end it entirely, depends on how things go. And we saw a little bit of that here with what's her name again? Yeah, Liger. Even though they're not really friends, you know, because he doesn't have any friends, which was that was like the punchline of the scene, was like, yeah, pyramid schemes are all about getting your friends and stuff, your acquaintances to join on board. But what if you don't have friends? Like that was the punchline, and it was sad and funny, really, but it's just life for you, being Subaru is suffering. And I talked way too long about this, honestly, but I had a lot to say, really, because it's one of the few topics I know a decent amount about. So, yeah, let's move on to the next episode, though. We should probably do that. Okay, I've got episode 2 up and ready, so let's just begin. And by episode 2, I mean special 2. So, 3, 2, 1, play. And I accidentally hit the record button again rather than the unpause button, so hopefully that didn't mess up anything. I don't think it did. So we had Pyramid Scheme last time. Where do we go from that? Mashi. It's like Moshi. Or Mashi as in, like, preferable to something else. You know, the Japanese word. Yeah, not exactly the nicest looking place. You know, you do you, man. If that's what you're in the mood for. A ramen place. It happens. Just ask for directions if you get too lost. I'm finally a lost child. That's a terrible map. the literal child from Kakushigoto drew a better map than that. Ramen Saburo. Looks like the 3's erased. Well, like part of the kanji for 3 is erased, and now it's just a kanji for 2. So it might not be what he really thinks it is. It's like, okay. The vending machine. Kudo. Like from Fadelia? Probably not that Kudo. Only the darkest beverage for the darkest man. $700 That's like the cheapest. I mean, Satanya had issues with a machine before in her anime. He really doesn't. You should probably help him. He may learn a lesson the hard way here, it seems like. You don't have much experience with ramen shops, do you? What arrogance. Chant the spell, what? Well, at least now I know what the Mashi is from. Yeah, At least you're not like with him. The same response, yeah. Just give me the regular, please. I'm a big boy, I can handle it. You know, putting your hand on your face like that doesn't make what you're saying cooler. Just a bit of advice. But if it calms you down, then yeah, do it. You know how Kaguya had her hand cheek thing? Just say any random thing. Yeah. Sure, just give me whatever you want to give me at this point. When in doubt, just keep it the usual, the normal, standard. That is a lot of regular noodles. But I'm sure you can handle it. Is there a problem there? Too big for a first timer. Gotta give it a try at least. Well, we gotta at least try, right? Well, there goes our clothing. Did not need to see that. Okay, so there's an order of things to do. Gotcha. Like the one episode of Kaguya-sama with Chika at the ramen place. You know, it was a very particular way to go about it, you know. I've never been to a ramen place, so I wouldn't know. Naruhodo. Just the way he said it. Looks, yeah, I was actually about to say it does look good, though. Just keep going, and eventually we'll conquer this dish. And everyone will respect me. Okay. At least he did his. I guess that's something. But now you're all alone. Yes, I do. In other words, please leave, yeah. Just, it's not okay to bully a first-timer, okay? Like, what's inherent to being a first-timer is making mistakes. It's to be expected. Have a little bit more patience than that. Of course, Dark Subaru. I actually do feel a little bit bad for him. He tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Okay, well, that was the second special for yeah, this anime, and I mean, not really much to say about it. Subaru, or yeah, Dark Subaru, he went to a ramen place as a first timer. He tried to act all cocky and stuff, you know, putting his hand on his face, be like, haha, just give me the thing, I can handle it. Whatever the thing is, just give it to me. And he was given a thing, but he couldn't handle the thing. And then everyone, you know, was looking down on him, and he just became a nuisance, and everyone wanted him to leave, and he became very sad and kind of traumatized, and might never go back to that place now. So, like, just, yeah, I mean, like I said, just, if you really should have a little bit more patience than that with a first timer of anything, really, because you never go in anything being a master at it. It's pretty easy to be somebody that's experienced with something, and you're kind of jaded. You're like, well, I can do this just fine without any issues or cause anyone trouble. So everyone should. That's not how it works, because everyone has to start somewhere. So they could been a little bit less rude to him, I would say. But it certainly didn't help that he did have a bit of a cocky attitude, as he always does, in anything he does. But it was kind of a problem here, though, because he is kind of bottom of the totem pole, newbie, so it was a terrible situation he was in, really. So there's not too much to say about it. He did his best, his friend, comrade, colleague, whatever, tried his best to help him, and I think he did help him a little bit, but it wasn't enough. He still left in tears, devastated. It was all very sad. But maybe next time he'll come back stronger, and he'll show them how much he's grown. Maybe if he wasn't too traumatized from it. So yeah, but not much to say really at all. So just ramen looked delicious. I would have eaten the leftovers, really, probably. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.